Hello friends, I'm reviewing today the Net Bible Full Notes Edition by Thomas Nelson, and as you can see here in the box, it retails for $69.99. Here's the ISBN. You can get it for less than this, of course, and it is a very interesting Bible because it is not really a study Bible. It's just a translation that has been made in such a way that a lot of people could give their input into the translation and into the study notes. So we have all those notes, and we have actually the reasons why many translators chose to translate the way they did. So that makes it a very, very interesting Bible. So I have the teal leather soft. It's a beautiful color. Comes in this nice box, has a little bit of plastic here that is transparent, and you can kind of see the color of the Bible underneath. And here it is. It's a very, very beautiful Bible. It is a heavy Bible. It's a big, thick Bible. If I put it here close to the MacArthur Study Bible, you will see that it's even thicker than the MacArthur Study Bible. So you have an amazing amount of material in the Net Bible Full Notes Edition. Here in the spine you have just Net Bible Full Notes Edition, and then Net in this cool logo of the Net Bible by Thomas Nelson, and then Thomas Nelson. You have also the logo here in the upper right corner of the cover, the front cover, and you have perimeter stitching. So this is not a premium Bible, but it has some features of a premium Bible. It is a sewn binding. It's a paste down, so it's not leather lined, and it's just a paper liner here. They have a genuine leather edition, and they have other colors also in leather soft. There's a presentation page here, and then you have a title page, the Holy Bible. Again, this cool logo. I really like this logo and the design of the Net Bible. And Thomas Nelson. Then you have the information page here. You can pause if you need to. Another Bible printed in China. You have the contents. Ta-da! And you have something very interesting. I really found these initial pages interesting from the Net Bible team. First one was published in 2001. There's now a 2019 edition, so it's hot out of the press, and it's very interesting that they really invite you even to give them input. You know, as I'm reading here, as always, we invite input from those who are reading, studying, and teaching from the net. Share any suggestions or concerns at bible.org/comments so we can continue making improvements. So they really have this philosophy that they want to keep updating the Net Bible, and that's really nice. And not only the translation, but also the notes, you know, and they want to give the public more resources and more reasons to understand the translation choices. Also a note to the reader, and here I was reading, but the net moves beyond that old dichotomy concerning if you are translating in a very literal way or in a more liberal way to try to make the text more understandable. And then it says, because of the extensive translator's notes, the net never has to compromise. Whenever faced with a difficult translation choice, the translators were free to put the strongest option in the main text while documenting the challenge, their thought process, and the solution in the notes. Of course, they have put the strongest option in their opinion. You know, it gets a little bit subjective sometimes. The value of a translation like this one and of this amazing, incredible amount of notes to me is that it gives you a good starting point for a deep study of the Bible. And also they share that they actually had the desire to come up with this translation so that it would be easier for people to share it and not have as many copyright issues as other translations have. You have here the features of the Net Bible Full Notes Edition. So you have in this Bible translator notes, and they are indicated by TN. Then you have study notes, and then you have text critical note. So the study note SN and the text critical note TC. It is, of course, not only informative, but also a little bit interpretative. But it is, I really like the fact that it is like almost an open forum where a lot of people can give their input. I really love the layout and the design. Of course, this is not, for me, a Bible that would be like my main Bible. No, it's more like a portable little Bible commentary. Really, really nice. You have here the names of the translation team, and then a cover page of the Old Testament. So again, this cool logo here, and here you have the text and the notes. Look at this. The first page of the biblical text has just a few sentences, Genesis 1 and 2, and then all this amount of notes. So 3 columns in the notes, and the notes are below the text, but also on the sides, as you can see here. There's an amazing, overwhelming amount of translation notes, study notes, and text critical notes. They really tell you about the manuscript options. You have resources to study. This is Psalms here, the poetry. As you can see, the layout is a little bit different. In this Bible, the text is bolder than the study notes. The study notes are a little bit less dark, something that is connected to the philosophy of the people that have put out this Bible. They believe that the biblical text is the most important thing, and of course the study notes are secondary. And I second that. I do believe that the biblical text is the most important thing. I don't agree with some of the notes in this Bible, although I agree with much of what I have read. This Bible is line matched. There's not a lot of ghosting going on. The paper is not too thick, but it is thick enough. The font is an 8.75 font. It is designed by 2K Denmark for the Net Bible. It is a comfort print like the other Thomas Nelson Bibles that are coming out, and some Bibles by Zondervan as well. It is a very nice font. When you have this much text in a Bible, when you have this amount of notes, it is understandable that you have to have a font that is not huge. The font in the notes is smaller. So you have here 2 ribbons. One is kind of gold color, and I think they're double satin ribbons, yeah. And then you have this one that is a teal. And it's very beautiful. This one, I don't know, it's probably just my copy. In my copy, it's a review copy. So in my copy, the teal ribbon is a little bit shorter than the gold one. It's not gold, it's not a shiny gold. It's just the color. Looks like the color of gold. Yeah, you understand what I'm saying. Okay, Matthew, it's not a red letter Bible, it's black letter, and I love it. I have no issues with that at all. One thing that you will notice in the New Testament is that when you have a quote from the Old Testament, it's in bold and italic. When you have an allusion to the Old Testament, here you go. So the first man, Adam, became a living person. Nice. I like that translation, actually. This is in bold because it's a direct quote from the Old Testament. But if you find an allusion to the Old Testament, let me see if I can find one for you. Like, for instance, here in Revelation 7, there's an allusion to the Old Testament, so they just put it in italics. As you can see here, verse 16, they will never go hungry or be thirsty again, and the sun will not beat down on them, nor any burning heat. Then you have a little a V there, and you come to the V, actually a capital V, and you see here an allusion to Isaiah 49:10. When you have a lot of notes in one page, what they do is when they get to the capital Z, then they will start over with ABC but not capitalized. You come to the end of the Bible, Revelation 22, and you have Net Bible Principles of Translation. and also abbreviations for biblical books and non-biblical literature. Cool. And you have then general abbreviations. And then you have list of cited works. And this is a big list. You have a lot of sources here that you can just go and search. It's like overwhelming. And then you have abbreviations and introduction to principal manuscript evidence for the Greek New Testament. Nice. Still have more. This Bible gives you a lot of stuff. Hebrew and Greek transliteration. So sometimes they will use the transliteration, sometimes they will actually show you the word in Greek or Hebrew. So they explain why here. And then you have the standard Thomas Nelson maps, copyrighted by Zondervan. I believe it's 7 maps: a world of patriarchs, Exodus and conquest of Canaan, land of the 12 tribes, kingdom of David and Solomon, Jesus' ministry, Paul's missionary journeys, and then you have Jerusalem in the time of Jesus. So nothing new here, and I love these maps. The paper is not too shiny. It's glossy, shiny paper, but not too shiny. So nice, and that's the end of the Bible. So again, Net Bible Full Notes Edition by Thomas Nelson. They also have this translation, the Net Bible, in a thin line without the notes. I don't have one of those, but maybe I will one day and review it here for you. This copy was sent to me by Thomas Nelson in exchange for an honest review, and this is my honest review. I think it's an amazing Bible, an amazing resource for pastors, Bible teachers, everybody involved in ministry. I believe this is a very good tool, and everybody else who just loves the Word of God and wants to learn more about the Bible, this is great, and of course the starting point for your own Bible study. God bless you, my friend. If you have any questions, let me know, and I will see you on my next video. Bye!